Empathy is making you miserable. Empathy is making you miserable. Sounds extreme, but a study by Klimecki in 2014 found exactly that. When we witness someone else's suffering, our brain activates regions like the anterior insula and the anterior mid-cingulate cortex, areas directly involved in processing pain and stress. In other words, your brain reacts as if the pain were happening to you. The result? More distress, more emotional exhaustion, and ironically a lower motivation to help. And it gets worse. Studies show that healthcare workers, who are constantly exposed to suffering, have burnout rates of over 50%. Physicians even have a suicide rate twice as high as the general population. But here's the surprising solution: compassion. Unlike empathy, which makes you absorb negative emotions, compassion activates a completely different brain network. After just 2 weeks of compassion training, participants in the study showed increased activation in the ventral striatum, pregenual anterior cingulate cortex, and medial orbitofrontal cortex, regions linked to reward, love, and emotional resilience. At the same time, their negative emotions returned to baseline, while positive emotions significantly increased. And it gets better. Compassion not only protects you from emotional exhaustion, but also increases prosocial behavior. In a related experiment, participants who practiced compassion training were 50% more likely to help others in a social task. Their motivation to act went up, while stress went down. So what does this mean for everyday life? If you often feel overwhelmed by other people's emotions, don't just empathize, train compassion. Studies show that even 10 minutes a day of compassion-focused meditation can rewire the brain. If you're in a high-stress job, shifting from empathy to compassion could be the key to staying emotionally strong. Have you ever felt emotionally drained from too much empathy? Do you think compassion could be the solution? Drop your thoughts in the comments.